everybody. How's everyone doing? It's Tuesday and it's pouring down rain outside, but we need the rain so bad. So I'm really happy that it is raining. It's very good sleeping weather. So today I'm just going to do a really quick craft with you guys on something that is pretty neat and inexpensive. So what I'm going to be making is a banner, and it's a banner made out of drop cloth. And so first of all, welcome to Jill's Creative Side. I am Jill and I'm super excited that you guys are here. If you're on live, shoot me a comment, let me know you're on. If you're catching on a replay, hashtag replay. If you're watching on YouTube and you like these videos and you want to see more, like the video and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. So let's get started. First, all you need is a drop cloth. I bought this drop cloth at Lowe's, and it's like a 6x9, I think. And what you'll need to do is wash it in hot water 2 times and dry them on full heat, and it makes them pretty soft. And so I just cut out a piece and I let the edges, I frayed the edges to give it that kind of cool frayed look. So we're going to make a banner out of this, and we're also going to make some little Rosetta flowers out of the drop cloth and some felt. And so the colors I'm going to use on this are navy blue. I'm also using a stencil that I designed myself that's going to be going on the banner using Magnolia Design ink, and this is navy blue. It doesn't look navy there, but it is. And so the stencil that I'm using, I made on my Ikonart stencil maker, which is amazing. You guys, that is the best gadget I have ever bought. Best money I ever spent. It's amazing. And I will put all the links below to the supplies. If you want the link to Lowe's, I can go in there and look it up and put that too if you need it. But I got the drop cloth at Lowe's. I did get some shims to use for the top, but I don't like how it's bigger on one end, and I guess that's why it's a shim. So what I'm going to use instead of that as the top of the banner is I bought these blocks at Dollar Tree. It's like the Jenga, but it's a tiny edition. And so this is what the blocks look like. And I'm just going to hot glue them together and make pretty much the same as this. The stencil that I made. Oh my goodness. Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound. And then there are some roses down here. And I'm going to cut this because I can reuse this bunches of times. But it's a reusable adhesive mesh stencil that you can use on just about anything. You can even use it on shirts. I made this shirt, but I did not use the Ikonart stencil. This stencil came from Magnolia Design Company, but it is the ink from Magnolia that you can put on shirts. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write on here back. So I make sure that I put the stencil on the backing correctly after I use it, because if you don't, it will mess up the stencil. And I'm just going to cut it apart and I made a cut line also. And I just designed this myself and printed it and then made it on the Ikonart stencil maker. Okay, so before we do that, I'm going to glue these pieces together to make the top part of the banner. And I'll show, I don't know if you can see that. There you go. And I will show you as I'm doing it. I pressed it with my Cricut heat press before I got started. Hey Marlo, girl, you finally caught one of my lives. I'm shocked. All right, so I'm gonna start gluing these together and get going. Whoa. And I got a little bit too much on that one. But you guys, what have y'all been doing in this yucky weather today? I worked all day and was glad I was inside. but we need the rain really bad. So, all right, so all I'm doing is taking these little Jenga blocks that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm gluing them together, and then I'm gonna glue these together. You'll see, it'll come together. It's really, really cute, and the little rolled Rosetta flowers are adorable. And you can use fabric, you can use felt, just whatever you create is fine. There's no wrong way of doing it. And let me show you guys my latest wood round that I made, my door hanger. Oh, I love it. It turned out so good. I used some paint from Dixie Belle. This was my future niece Amber's mom sells this, and I bought this from her, and it's called dried sage, but it looks more gray. Check it out. What do y'all think? I love it, love it, love it. Love all the colors. So yeah, that's my latest and greatest. All right, I guess I need to put that back on. And I'm using Gorilla Glue glue sticks. Marlo, I'm so glad you're here. I wish you was here in person, but that's okay. I got you here one way or another. And so I'm just going to glue all these together to make similar to this, to be the top part of the banner. It's going to be so cute. And I am going to give this one, if it turns out good, because this is the first one that I've made, I'm going to give it to my mama, because she is special. And every time that song Amazing Grace comes on in church, we look at each other and then we start crying or tearing up. Just one of those songs. It makes me think of my grandma. Grandma Minnie. She was a mess. That's who I think of every time. Okay, so I've got this glued together, and I've got glue strings everywhere, but it doesn't matter because we're going to cover it up. So I've got it glued together, and what I'm going to do, I guess you guys can see, is put it in the top, and then I'm going to wrap the drop cloth over it and then glue it. And it's going to be like this. You can't really see it there, but it's there. And we're going to put ribbon over this too. But I just want to get this in place, and then we'll do the stencil, and then we'll do the Rosetta flowers made out of drop cloth and felt. And I got to show y'all the cool way to rip the drop cloth. It's so fun. So let me just make sure that everything is going to fit. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to glue this drop cloth down over my blocks. That's the back. And I would press the drop cloth or iron it before you get started, because you want it to be pretty straight when you put the ink on it. But I'm super excited because I'm starting to design more and more of my own stencils, which I love. That Ikonart is making me, it's making my creative brain go crazy, because I can come up with all these ideas and actually see them forming into something. I don't know. It's just, I love it. Okay, so I glued the wood pieces around the edge, the top edge. And I'm also going to use some wired twine that I got from the Dollar Tree and use it as the hanger, but we'll do that later. You could also use pieces of drop cloth as the hanger too. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think I need to do the handle and then put the ink on there, because I don't want to mess the ink up. So let me cut that. And this twine from Dollar Tree is wired. It's pretty cool. Dollar Tree has some cool stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue the twine on the back of the banner to make a handle, or to make the hanger. And so it's gonna be the hanger like that. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Okay. So let's glue that down. Let me get my, these things right here are a lifesaver because it keeps your fingers from getting burnt, because this hot glue, it will really, really burn you. So I'm just gluing the twine on the back of the banner. Maybe. All right. Get this one down and we'll get ready to move on with the fun part, which is the ink. Oh, good. I'm hung up in my bracelet. There we go. So, what are y'all having for dinner tonight? Or have you already eaten dinner? We eat early. We had a Bent Mountain vegetable plate again. Pinto beans, coleslaw, cornbread, and mashed potatoes. And it's so good. All right, so I'm gluing this down, and this is what we have so far. And this is going to be more, I'm trying to let the glue dry, but it'll look better once we get done. So there's that part. All right, so now I'm going to do the ink. And then we will move on to the, I'm gonna put some ribbon at the top with the flowers. And I may use some of the little pearls inside the flowers that I have. We'll see what it looks like. But I'm super excited for this. This is gonna be super cute. Okay, so the first stencil, and I'm gonna, I don't know, I think I already told y'all, navy blue ink. And so I just made this stencil today, earlier, a few minutes ago. Well, it's been an hour ago because it takes about an hour to dry. And then I have to expose it again after it dries. If I can get the backing off, we'll be doing good. But this is going to be super cute, you guys. I hope so anyways. Okay. So I'm going to line up the stencil onto the drop cloth. And this is adhesive, so you can just push it down and it'll stick. And it says, "Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound." Love, love, love. All right, so there what we have so far. And then I'm gonna put the roses on the bottom. And I'll put a link in the comments for the Magnolia and also the Ikonart if you're interested. If you're interested in any of the Ikonart stuff, I have a coupon code for 15% off. Hey, Mama. Yay, she's on. I'm so glad y'all are on. Okay. So we've got, I don't think I've got that quite right. Trying to get it centered. Okay. Here's what we've got so far. Now I'm going to go over it in the ink, and then I'll put it to the side, let it dry some. once it dries for 2 hours, then I will use the heat press for 30 seconds on the front and the back to set it. But, you know, I probably could have used chalk paste because we're not going to be getting this wet or washing it or anything, but I wanted to do navy, and I didn't have navy in the chalk paste, so we want to do the ink. All right. And I'm just pushing it down really good. All right, here is what the ink looks like, and I'm just going to stir it up and then put some on my little spatula and go to town. And it doesn't take hardly any ink at all. But the ink is not as forgiving as the chalk paste. Okay. So, I hope y'all can see. Okay, there we go. All right, so I've just got the ink on here, and I'm just going to go over the stencil, and I'm not going to go over it a lot because you don't want to keep going over it and have it bleed. The less you can go over it, the better off you are. Just push it down through the stencil. I don't know what that looks weird, but we'll see what it looks like. And you can always lift it, look at it, and then put it back down. That's the good thing about the adhesive part. You just want to get all the blobs up. And I can peek, and if it needs more ink, I can put more ink down. But the less you go over it, the better. It keeps it from getting under the stencil and bleeding. Because we don't want bleeding. Bleeding is bad. This is just so easy. I'm loving it. And then you can just rake off what you don't use back in the jar. So that's a good thing. And I'm going to take a peek and make sure that the ink looks all right before I pull it all the way up. Y'all, I get so excited when I take these up. Okay, that needs a little bit more. A little bit more on the rose. And that's the good thing. You can lift it up and then put it back down. And it doesn't mess it up. It's amazing. Do a little bit more down here. I cannot wait to start doing my own shirts. This is one of the Magnolia stencils on this shirt that I made. And they say, you know, don't dry it, but I dried it because I wanted to see how well it would last, and it didn't phase it. It was like the first shirt that I did using the fabric ink. Very first shirt. So, let's see what we got. Let me go over that a little bit more. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna put this into a tub of water that I have sitting here so that we don't want the ink to dry on the stencil because it's reusable. You guys, this is so, oh my goodness. I'm loving it. when you design something yourself and you see it come out on a project, it just makes me all happy inside. Hey, Cindy. Oh, I'm so glad you're on. Okay, you guys, I'm loving this. So here's what we have. Amazing Grace, How Sweet the Sound, and then we have the roses at the bottom. So far, so good, you guys. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? Okay, so I'm gonna sit this and let it dry for a little bit, and we're gonna make some of these to go on the top, and I'm also gonna put some ribbon on the top where we glued the wood together. So, lay that there. Now, I wanna show you guys how to make these and how to tear the drop cloth without having to cut the whole line. All right, so, and this is so much fun. All right, here's a piece that I have of the drop cloth. Okay, we don't need this much for the flowers. Let me move this out of the way so I don't get anything on it. So, what we're gonna do, oh, let me put the lid on my ink. I done got so excited. Okay. I'm telling you guys, this is amazing. I'm loving this. Loving it, loving it. And this project is going to my mama because she's so sweet and I love her so much. And I know she loves Amazing Grace. And she is my guardian angel because she is always praying for me because I need it. Lord have mercy, I need it. Okay. So, instead of having to cut like all the way down, we're going to rip it. And it is so much fun. So, I'm just going to take and cut like the little start. As long as you're going down, it won't rip across. I tried, it didn't work. So, here's what we're going to do. Oh, now it's not going to rip. No. Maybe I didn't cut it far enough. There we go. Look, and it rips it down completely straight. There's no way I could cut that straight. So it ripped it all the way down, completely straight. How cool is that? Very cool. So, I'm gonna cut this like in half because I don't need that much for one of those flowers. So, and you can leave the frayed edges because that kind of gives it some of that, I don't know, that frayed look. So here's one part, okay? And here's another one. We're gonna make 2 flowers. So now I'm just gonna take and cut a little square to be the base of the flower. It's gonna be the bottom part. And I'm cutting off the edge that was, that folded edge that they had on there, the edge right there. I cut that part off. So we have just a square like this. This is our base for the flower. And I'm gonna take some felt in navy and I'm gonna cut a strip of that. Oh no, I can't rip this. Ripping that is fun. All right, so this is just gonna add a little bit of the color in there. So when you start one of these flowers, you tie it in a knot. That's how you get it started. And I don't have the felt as long, and that's fine. So at the top, I'm just going to tie a knot. And I'm going to make it as tight as I can. And this is going to be like the center of your flower. Like this one. And I know it looks kind of raggedy, but that's the look we're going for. All right, so we have the knot, and I'm going to glue the knot on here. And I would recommend wearing your little finger protectors. So I'm just going to glue the knot onto this base, right in the middle, okay? Just like that. All right, now I'm going to, what you do is you just take both pieces and you twist it and tuck. So I'm going to twist it and then I'm going to glue it right up beside that knot. I hope you guys can see that good. So I'm just twisting it so you're getting the color of the blue and the canvas, or the drop cloth in there. And so I'm going to put a little dot of glue up beside that knot. And then I'm going to, the part that I just twisted and rolled is going to glue down beside that. And then I'm just going to keep twisting and going around. And you're just following the circle around. I hope that makes sense. And so we're just going to keep going like in a circle and put a little dot of glue to hold it in place. And be careful because the glue is hot. So I'm just twisting it and rolling it around the center of that where the knot was. And I'm just putting a little dab of glue as I go. And so this is what we have so far. So we're twisting and going around in a circle up against that knot. Okay. And I don't know if any of you guys make felt flowers. I love making felt flowers. Those are so much fun. And I thought about doing them for this, but I really like the drop cloth rosettes, is what they're called. I really like the look of them. So, and then you just keep rolling the drop cloth and the felt. You twist it, and then you go around in a circle. And that felt is going to come loose at the end, which I'll go back and fix it once we get all the way around. But it's going to be really cute. All right, so I'm just twisting the strand and gluing it right up against the circle. Okay. So, gluing and going right up against that circle, and then I'm just going to take the very end and glue it right up under there. Okay. And let me fix the felt that's come loose. I'm just going to glue it down. And then we have a little rosetta flower. And the blue just gives it some color going within. And so I'm going to take and trim the base. I'm going to trim that off. I'm just going to go around the flower or the rosetta and trim off the excess because we don't need all that. All right, so this is what we're left with. So we've got 2 flowers now. And you can make leaves. I don't know if that piece is big enough. Let me cut a little piece and show you how to make a leaf. That's kind of cute too. And this is just drop cloth that I got at Lowe's, y'all. That's all it is. So cool. I never knew that you could make all this stuff with drop cloth. I would have never figured that out. So I'm just kind of doing like a leaf shape. But it's not perfect. So there's like the little leaf shape. And you can glue it like this. And it looks like a little leaf. So I don't know if we're going to use a leaf or not. I'll wait till we get done and then I'll show you. So I'm going to use, this is the edge piece that they had on the side of the drop cloth where they sewed it, you know, the edge. I'm going to use that and some felt and make another one and see what it looks like because I haven't made one just out of this yet, but I think it'll work. Pretty sure it will. And then we'll glue them on and then we'll be done. Once we glue the ribbon and the little flowers on, and you got a cute little banner and in no time. All right, so I'm gonna tie this in a knot. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but I think it will. And you actually don't even have to use that as the knot. Let's do this without that. All right, we're going to tie the drop cloth piece in a knot, and that's going to be your starting point. And I need another base. So I'm just taking this square piece, and I'm going to cut off the sewed edge and use it as the base of the flower. These are a whole lot faster than the felt flowers. It takes a while on a felt flower, but I'm telling you, those felt flowers are awesome. I love the felt flowers. Love, love, love. Okay, so I'm going to glue the knot down on the base. And that's where we'll get started. I hope you guys can see good. So I'm just gluing it right in the center of that base. And if y'all have any questions, ask away. And remember, if you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. I would love it. All right, so I'm just going to take the felt, put it up against the drop cloth, and just start twisting and going around that knot to make the circle. So I'm just going to twist the felt and the drop cloth to get it started. So I'm just twisting it and going in a circle. And you want to put some glue as you go. First starting out is challenging. Maybe I should have tied the felt in the knot, but that's all right. We're going to make it work. All right, so let me put some glue here. And use these finger protectors. You know they sell these at the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree has a lot of stuff, a lot of craft stuff now. They've really stepped up their game. And these wood cutouts that we made yesterday, I'm loving those. I can't wait to finish the banner of those. Ouch. So I'm just twisting the two together and going in the circle and putting some glue as we go. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it's a handmade craft, and imperfections just give it some, you know, just gives it some, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know, it just makes it different. Unique. Gives it that unique look. So, what do y'all think so far? Are y'all liking this or not? Because this is going to be super cute when we get it finished. You guys are going to love it. I'm telling you. You're going to love it. And we can also do the little garden flags, but I would need to get some canvas, like character. That's the word, Jill. Hey, Jill, I didn't even know you were on. Yes, gives it character. That's it. But I need to get some duck cloth and some canvas, and then we'll make a garden flag. Those are really cute. All right, so I'm just twisting and gluing it down in a circle is all I'm doing. That's what we have so far. And the blue felt just gives it some color instead of just having the drop cloth color. And because the words are in blue, I kind of wanted it to match. All right, so now we have that. And this is what we have. And I'm going to cut off the base that we used. I'm going to cut off that. Go around and just cut that off, and then we're going to glue it onto the banner. so this is what we have. We have 1, 2, 3. And I made this one earlier. All right. So here's the banner. Oh, I love how this turned out, you guys. So happy. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take this ribbon and I'm going to glue it. Ellie Mae's Raising Cane. Can y'all hear her? She's so vocal. She's probably barking at Lucy. Okay. Or a deer. What time is it? It's time for the deer to show up. That's probably what she's barking at. Okay. So, here's what we're going to do with the ribbon. If I can, we're going to put the ribbon at the top. And then we're going to glue the flowers right in the corner. I gotta situate them somehow. Maybe I should have made a smaller one. I don't know. We can always make a smaller one. All right, so. Hey, Marcy, I'm so glad you're on. Okay, so this is what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna glue the ribbon down. And then I'm gonna glue the little flowers on. And the ribbon in the back is actually gonna be over the twine, so it'll hold it too. Now, if I can just do it without getting the ink messed up. So I'm just going to put some hot glue right here and glue the ribbon down on that wooden piece. There's a lot of things at the Dollar Tree that you can use for crafts. It's amazing. Like, all right, these Jenga blocks at the Dollar Tree is what I use to make the wooden piece at the top. And because it's the Jenga game comes like this. It's a tiny little game. But, and my little niece Nevaeh helped me find them one day. We were in the Dollar Tree. I hear you, Ellie Mae. She's really raising Cain at something out there. I'm pretty sure it's the deer. Okay. All right, so now we got the ribbon glued on. Now I'm gonna make one more little flower because I think it needs a smaller one instead of those big ones. Okay, so here's what we have so far. And I made the stencils myself, in case you're just now jumping on, using my new Ikonart gadget, which I'm loving. It is so cool. All right, so let's make a small flower. I'm gonna cut this in half and make a flower. And I guess I'm gonna have to start making Christmas door hangers because I think it's like 96 days until Christmas. Something like that. It'll be here before you know it. I'm going to do this one all in just this color. I'm not going to use any blue. And I need to cut me a base for it. Just this is the base. And I'm going to tie it in a knot, get it started. Marcy, I was telling Wayne that we're going to have the Bent Mountain vegetable plate for Thanksgiving when we're fishing. I'm thinking that's what we need to do. Okay, I'm starting with a knot. I'm going to glue the knot down on the center of this. And that's going to get us started. And I don't even think we need to put the little pearls in the center of these flowers because I think they're cute just the way they are. Okay, so I have the knot glued down on the center of that, and I'm just going to twist it. 95 days until Christmas. Marlo, thank you. 95. I was a day off. All right, so I'm just going to twist it and roll it around in a circle around the knot to form the flower. And I'm just putting a dot of glue as I go to hold it. And you just twist it and go around. You guys, I have been loving these crafts. I hope that y'all are liking them too. Love doing this. This is my second calling, I think. Love it, love it, love it. I hope y'all can see good. All right, so that one didn't take long at all because it's tiny. And these are supposed to look kind of like ruffled look. That's the look I'm going for. With this, that's why I'm not cutting the strings. I'm letting the fray, because the edge of the banner is frayed, and so the flower's frayed too. Matches. All right, so I'm just cutting around the flower. And then we have the little flower. The lighting is doing weird things. There we go. All right, so let's glue these on to the banner. Okay, so definitely think the little one was the way to go. So we're going to do one there, and then we'll do the little one there, and then I'll put one over here. Or maybe I'll just do the two. I think it looks better with just the two in the top corner. What do y'all think? With just the two, it's kind of hard for y'all to see. I think it looks good. I'll glue them on there, and then I'll see what y'all think. So I'm just going to glue. Let me glue this down a little bit. And if you use hot glue, these things are a must, because that hot glue will blister you. I actually had hot glue get under my fingernail. That was not good. Okay. So I'm going to glue that one on there. I'm just going to put some glue on the back of it and glue it right down on the banner. Need another glue stick. Just put the glue on there, and I'm going to glue it down right on the top of the banner, and then I'm going to glue the little one right beside of it. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think we need the little pearls in the center. I was going to do some pearls in the center of these, but I don't think that would look right. So what do y'all think? How cute is that? So this is made with drop cloth from Lowe's, and then we made the little wood piece at the top is made from the little Jenga blocks from Dollar Tree, and I just glued them together, if you missed that part, to make it kind of looked like the shim, but the shim was a shim, so it was thick at one end and not the other. And you can also use paint stir sticks. They sell like a bunch of them for $1 at Lowe's, but I could not find them when I was there last time, so I got the shims, not thinking that they were a shim, so one side would be bigger than the other. So the twine is the wired twine from Dollar Tree, and I had the ribbon already. And then these flowers are made out of the drop cloth and felt. And I bought this felt. This felt came from Hobby Lobby, and it's just a navy. So here is the finished product. Mama, what do you think? Thank you, Cindy. So this one is Amazing Grace, How Sweet the Sound, and some roses at the bottom, and this one is going to go to my mama. And I'm thinking about starting to do like a giveaway, because I'm going to be doing lots and lots of craft lives and tutorials, and so I'm going to have a lot of stuff. So I might start giving things away, like doing a giveaway on everybody that was on live, and drawing a name out of the people that watched it live, and then sending them what we make. So what do y'all think about that? Comment, let me know what you think about that idea, because I love doing giveaways. They are fun. And so this is the finished product. So I hope you guys liked it. I had fun making this with you guys. It did not take very long at all. And so I will be on again later this week making another craft. I don't know what it is going to be yet, but I'm going to figure something fun out. And you guys, thank you for being on and watching. Thank you for being in the group. And if you're on YouTube, please go and subscribe to my channel and like my videos, because I will post this there also. I'll put links in the comments. If you want the links from the items at Lowe's, let me know. I can get that for you as well. So, and also the Ikonart stencil, I have a 15% off coupon code for anyone that is interested in any of that. That's how I made the stencil for the Amazing Grace. This was my own creation, everything about it. I made everything, and I printed it on some film, emulsion sheets, and then I used the Ikonart stencil kit to do its thing and expose it and make the stencil to make this. So I love it. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great night. Stay dry, and I will see you soon. Take care.